You guys, the news just broke about 15 minutes ago. The next new breed has been voted on by the community, and the next new breed is going to be the Marwari. So let me read the post that Trick made. So he says, "We have decided on the next breed of horse to be added to the game on March 1st, the Marwari. These guys are super adorable with their unique inward pointing ears. In Wild Horse Islands, this breed will be considered rare, with roughly the same rarity as the Frisian and Arabian." Images from Google. "We plan on adding a warm blood, likely the Dutch warm blood, in the near future, perhaps as the next new breed, which is currently roughly planned for May 3rd. So that is very exciting, guys. The next new breed, the one that's coming the soonest, is going to be the Marwari, and then the breed after that is probably going to be the Dutch warm blood. So I have my Akelteek here, which, by the way, I know you guys have corrected me and said, oh, you're supposed to pronounce it Akelteki. I have never pronounced it that way, so I'm sorry. I'm just so used to saying Akelteek. But I have this horse out just as kind of a possible reference that Trick might take. So Trick might take this model of the horse and kind of use that for the Marwari. Of course, he's going to have to make the ears look all nice and curly and maybe make their tail look a little different and things like that. So I'm very excited for the Marwari, but also I'm really curious about what colors they're going to add. So typically there's about 5 or 7 coats of each horse, right? So we have 7, 8, 9 or so of each coat. The quarter horse has 10, but that's kind of an exception here. So around 7 or 8 coats actually. So in the screenshots that he provided, there's a bay coat, there's a chestnut coat, there's a pinto coat, and of course you can put cross coats onto the Marwari. But I'm curious if there's going to be a cremello or black or anything like that. So let me know in the comments below what colors you think the Marwari should have in Wild Horse Islands. I also want to just quickly talk about the fact of its rarity. So he says that they're going to be considered rare, similar to the Frisian and Arabian. So my guess is they are going to be considered a high-tier horse. I don't know by how much. Definitely, I think the Percheron and the Clydesdale are going to be higher than the Marwari. But yep, it looks like we have another high-tier horse coming to our roster of horses. We had our Icelandic horse coming in to fill in the mid-tier spot, which, yes, by the way, the Icelandic horse is a mid-tier horse. A lot of people think it's a low-tier horse. It is a mid-tier horse. By the way, this is also a little bit of my new avatar. So yeah, that'll be very interesting to see the values of the Marwari in comparison to the other high-tier horses that we have, how that's going to, affect the values, if the other values are going to go up or down based on the Marwari. So definitely when the horse comes out, the Marwari is going to be high value, but then as the horse gets older, it's going to dip in value a little bit. And then it'll be very interesting to see what the event coats will look like on the Marwari. So probably maybe the next event that Trick brings out, he will put an event coat on the Marwari. That would look really, really cool. And then, of course, we have the Dutch warm blood that is coming most likely on May 3rd. So it's very interesting because I play Star Stable. If you guys know me from Star Stable, this is my same username. And the Dutch warm blood in Star Stable is very, very popular. So many clubs are using the Dutch warm blood. So many roleplay teams and so many dressage clubs are using the Dutch warm blood. So I'm very curious to see how that will be executed in Wild Horse Islands. That sounds like maybe that horse will be a mid-tier or a high-tier horse. I'm not totally sure because it is a warm blood. It is kind of a new horse that we would have on our roster of horses. And I'm curious what coat colors you would want to see on the Dutch warm blood as well. I also have some other news as well. So apparently there was a poll where you could vote on for a possible introduction of elemental-themed rare horse coats. So they would be similar to the infernal horses, but he would basically be adding earth, water, and air. So an earth horse, a water horse, air horse. So that would be kind of interesting because I feel like we kind of already have these horses, except maybe for the earth horse. So we have a water horse, kind of. So we have the tidal Frisians as well as the deep sea Clydesdale event horses. So those kind of already account for the water element. And then the air horses, I think we kind of already have the overcast Appaloosa to kind of fill in that spot, but I don't know. Let me know your predictions and ideas for these elemental themed horses in the comments below. And I want to thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope this is exciting for you guys. I'm excited for these new breeds and new coats or anything that's coming up within Wild Horse Islands. So thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, everybody.